Well, Rod Blackhurst has given us that pulpy 70s style grindhouse schlock horror film shot on 16mm. So if you're into films like 70s classic like Tobe Hooper's Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and you like films like Halloween and all that, you are going to absolutely love Dolly.
So beautiful.
Oh no.
Someone's art project, maybe?
All the way out here?
That's weird.
Don't miss the film critics are calling.
Nightmare Fuel.
Directed by Rod Blackhurst, Dolly tells the story of a young woman named Macy who is abducted by a monstrous doll-masked figure who intends to raise her as her own child in a twisted domestic nightmare. Strap your chainsaws, knives, and everything else in, including your dolly masks, for this sick, twisted film. Now, that doesn't mean that the story and everything here is perfect, because to be really honest with Dolly, and there's no spoilers whatsoever, guys, there's not a lot that happens. But I think sometimes that can just be the tonic that you want when you go to see a film at the cinema, especially a slasher horror. That there's not a whole lot going on. It's simplistic, it's formulaic, and it's familiar, especially when the director is clearly making this with love. Now, do I think that Dolly is a masterpiece? And I've already seen in comments people that have seen it on YouTube and they're writing in at the trailer, they either love it or they hate it. But I think if you appreciate what the director, what Rod has done here, where he wants to bring back 70s grindhouse schlock and they've invested the money on a low budget into 16mm film, so he can give you that classic style of film, then I think you are going to enjoy it. But the plot where the couple are just in these woods and they find the dolls, just like you saw in the trailer intro before, it's really that simple. Then they come across, the guy first of all, played by Sean William Scott, comes across this big, we don't know if it's a man or a woman, but we kind of find out it's a woman later, in the dolly mask. And, well, he has a run-in, and then his girlfriend, well, fiancé, future fiancé, has a run-in, and this Dolly adopts her because, well, in some very sick, seedy scenes, wants to mother her. Let's just say that. Now, one of the funniest scenes in the film, but I think the direction on this was a little bit wrong. This needed to go to a wide shot, is where Dolly, not a big spoiler here, guys, just a funny moment, where Dolly decides to punish its new baby, this adult woman, and spanks her over a kitchen table. And I just think the direction here's a little off. He's gone close-ups. The whole thing was handheld. And I just think, look, use some sticks. You can put your camera on sticks and you can still get great feeling and movement and depth within, the story you're trying to tell. Even if you do things on sticks, whether, you're going medium or you're going high, whatever. But on this scene, I just wanted the camera to go up, high, look down, wide shot, and we see the spanking, because when we see it all, I think there's just more to see, obviously, more to look at, and there's more laughs that way. So, yeah, as a director, I would have done a few things differently here. But we do get continual build-up and suspense of what's going to happen. One thing, though, that I didn't like, guys, and you'll know this if you've seen the film already. Now, I don't know if they're Sean William Scott's real tattoos, because I'm pretty sure he's got hand tattoos, or if they were done more for the character. But this couple is supposed to be in love, and he's about to propose to her before they go off into the woods. And when they're walking in the woods, she's holding a dolly and she's putting it near him, and he's like, get that effing thing away from me. Just the tone he spoke and the way he spoke to her, I found really off. I'm like, dude, you're about to propose to her and you're telling her to get effed in a really serious way because she's doing a dolly joke with you? It's like, if you're like that, why would she marry you? So Sean William Scott's character was very underdeveloped. I don't think he was written particularly well. And unfortunately, due to a story arc they do with him, which does involve the most gruesome injury I've ever seen put to film. Because it's a long-lasting injury, we see this throughout the whole film pretty much. Whew. I think his character is underutilized, but the female lead here, she is absolutely fantastic, and her character's interwoven well to certain subplots involving a man who's also locked up in this house as well. But what really drove me nuts, and I mentioned this in my out of cinema reaction, and I was yelling at the cinema, drove me nuts, was she makes some of the dumbest decisions ever. And I'm sure that the director here, who's also the writer, I believe, co-writer, could have fixed this up and gone, okay, this is going to frustrate my audience to no end. And she just, I won't say what they are, but the dumbest decisions ever, where she could take her life into her own hands and save herself, and she puts herself in even more danger. And it's like, there is no way a human that's running on survival instincts would do and make the dumb decisions that she does. So that was very frustrating. Now, there is an end of credits scene, so stay to the very end if you get to see this still in cinemas, or you end up watching it on streaming. I saw it in cinemas, fortunately, and I had a lot of fun with it. But they're already apparently making a prequel. I believe they've greenlit their own light to do a prequel. So they're going to do a prequel, and we're going to learn some answers that we didn't get in this film, like who is Dolly, how did she get there, what's her background, etc. But if you want a gory 70s style gore fest, this I think you will get some enjoyment out of. If not, and you want more high-end art house horror, this is probably not the film for you. But I enjoyed it, and I thought it was good. And I just really respect the director for making a passion project here and what he wanted to do. So good on him. And I actually look forward to seeing a Dolly prequel or a sequel. Till next time, guys, leave a comment below. Make sure you tap the bell notification and subscribe. And I will see you next time when we look deeper into film. Thank you for watching this film review at Stevie G Talks Movies. And remember, guys, if you haven't already, tap the bell notification button and subscribed. This is your chance to do so now. Until next time, I'll catch you later. And don't forget, always look deeper into film.
That was awesome.